Saunders yet.
Oh.
It's on the way. We can go down the list.
Okay. We're still waiting for Saunders, Judge.
I think last night he refused.
Oh. Do you know?
He hasn't refused, he just hasn't made them.
Okay. It sounds like we haven't gotten that far yet, Judge.
Last
There's
night,
still been contact.
I'm saying last night. he
Yeah.
refused.
You know Saunders refused?
They haven't called me back. So
Okay.
Yeah. It's triggered. Call her again. Sandra, will you take you right?
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Sandra Marie Deason.
Number 2, did you say?
Yeah.
Good morning, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct an initial appearance on your case.
Morning.
You're here today charged with assault, disorderly conduct, assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Purpose for this hearing is for me to set release conditions on your case. I am going to release you and give you a new court date in the Justice Court on November the 13th at 8:30 in the morning here in downtown Tucson. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can contact the police and go and get property at that location. So your court date is the 13th of November. You are being released, okay?
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Yeah,
I'm not allowed to return to my home.
correct.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Also, back out.
I'm sorry, what?
Go back out, sit with the women.
I shall. Thank you.
William,
Can I have your name, please?
Luke Williams, Your Honor.
Sir, you're here today on charges of criminal damage, disorderly conduct, domestic violence out of the Oro Valley Town Court. Do you understand why you're here?
I do, Your Honor.
I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date. That's going to be November the 19th at 9 a.m. in Oro Valley Town Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms, no weapons, no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can contact Oro Valley Police Department and they will do a civil standby for you to get any property that you need. Do you understand you must appear in court on November the 19th?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I will see you on that day. Make sure you appear then. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Megan.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Megan Clarence.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance today. Purpose of this hearing is for me to set release conditions. You're here today because you're charged with assault, disorderly conduct, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date in Tucson City Court on December the 8th at 9:30 in the morning. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact or no alcohol, no drugs, and commit no acts of domestic violence. You are being released. You must appear on your next court date. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
John, Michael.
Can I have your name, please?
Good morning, John Gominski Jr.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you have new charges of driving, resisting arrest, driving on a suspended plate, no driver's license, and you also have a warrant for your arrest out of Tucson City Court.
Yeah.
I'm going to release you and give you a new court date, or I'm sorry, I'm going to set a bond in your case and give you a new court date of November the 18th at 1:45 PM and assign your case to Judge Mayhew. Your bond has been set in an amount of $500. If you post that bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until your next court date. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Adele.
Did I not sign it? Hi, can I have your name, please?
Daniel Joseph Madrid?
Did you say Daniel Madrid?
Yes, Daniel Madrid.
You're here today on charges of domestic violence, assault, disorderly conduct, domestic assault. You also have a warrant for your arrest out of the city of Tucson. What I'm going to do is set your bond in the amount of $500. Set the matter for a video review on November the 18th. Appoint a public defender to represent you.
I get to pay that bond, do I get to get release permit or?
Once if you
anything?
post the bond, you'll be released. Standard conditions of release will apply, including no contact with any victims. Don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you contact the police and they can go over there and get that with you, okay?
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Anthony.
Okay, that's fine. Hi, can I have your name, please?
Matthews.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and other charges. I'm going to release you and give you a new court date of December the 8th, 2025 at 9 AM in Tucson City Court with Judge Hale. Standard release conditions will apply. You are being released on this charge, but you must appear on December the 8th. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Bill.
Can I have your name, please?
Kenneth Mills.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with disorderly conduct, domestic violence. I am going to release you, give you a new court date of December the 8th, 2025 at 9 AM in Tucson City Court with Judge Maldonado. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. If you have property at that location, you can return with the police and get any property, but you must call them before you go there. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, good luck to you.
Anthony. Oh, hold on. Reno. Reno. Your last name? Okay, they go. What do you put in? Reno.
Your Honor, the next one on the list, Reno Angel refused court.
All right, I'll just hold them over till tonight then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll be here. If the one thing you could do, could you make a copy of that for me so that I remember what I did tonight? Person who just sat down, can I have your name, please?
Elijah Siegert.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, domestic violence. Do you understand why you're here?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 9th 2025 with Judge Million in Tucson City Court at 1:30 PM. Standard release conditions will apply, including commit no acts of domestic violence, no alcohol, no drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. You are being released, but you must appear at that date, time, and place. Do you understand?
Understood.
All right, you're being released. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hey, I need a courtroom.
Your Honor, the next one on the list, Camacho Alfredo, has refused court as well.
All right, we'll hold them over till this afternoon, I guess.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, Jesus.
All right. I'll be here tonight. Yeah, thank you for doing that for me. Sorry, they're so heavy.
Yes, thanks, Your Honor.
Hi, can I have your name?
Yeah, it's Jesus Diaz.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with assault and child abuse. Do you understand why you're here? They charged them as misdemeanors. I'm going to release you. I'm going to give you a new court date of December the 8th at 9 a.m. in Tucson City Court with Judge Maldonado. Standard release conditions will apply, including don't drive without a valid license, no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms. So you are being released, but you must appear on December the 8th. Do you understand?
Yes,
That's in Tucson City Court. All right, good luck to you.
thank you.
Judge, I believe we have Saunders now.
Okay. Hopefully he'll come sit next to you.
Hopefully.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Dave Saunders?
You're here today because you have a warrant for your arrest out of Superior Court with a $10,000 bond. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending the $10,000 bond listed in the warrant.
All right, thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Saunders is held on a $2,000 bond. He is currently in custody on other matters that he hasn't been able to bond out, and he's a lifelong resident of Tucson.
All right, thank you. I'm going to affirm the current bond amount of $10,000, set the matter for an arraignment on November the 14th at 1:30 PM in Superior Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. I am appointing the office of the legal advocate to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. So, sir, your next court date is November the 14th at 1:30 PM for an arraignment. The Office of the Legal Advocate has been appointed to represent you. Good luck to
Okay, thank
you. Good luck to you, sir.
Pero, aquí, por favor.
Good morning, sir. Can I have your name, please?
Judge, this is, Mr. Rivera Galvan, he needs the interpreter.
Okay. I think the interpreter's on the line.
Buenos días. Yes, Your Honor. Buenos días, señor. ¿Me puede decir su nombre, por favor?
Ramón Rivera, Carmen.
Ramón Rivera Galván.
Sir, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance.
Soy el juez Hazel, soy el encargado de llevar a cabo su comparecencia inicial.
So you're charged with aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol
A usted le acusan de andar conduciendo bajo los efectos agravantes del alcohol
and endangerment.
y de poner personas en peligro.
Does the state have a position in this matter?
Le preguntan a la fiscalía si tiene una postura con respecto a este asunto.
Judge, the state's recommending a $5,000 bond due to his DUI history, including the recent DUI arrest.
Thank you.
Su señoría, el fiscal está recomendando una fianza de $5,000 a causa de su historial previo por andar conduciendo bajo los efectos del alcohol y por este reciente arresto por andar conduciendo bajo los efectos del alcohol.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Rivera Galvan is released to pretrial services.
Le preguntan al abogado defensor del acusado. Su abogada le está indicando, su señoría, nosotros solicitamos que dejen salir al señor Rivera Galván bajo la supervisión de la agencia previos al juicio.
He has no prior felonies. He's lived in Tucson for over 25 years and his family lives here in Tucson.
Él no tiene ningún historial previo de felonías o delitos mayores. Él ha vivido en Tucson por más de 25 años y tiene familia aquí en Tucson.
He works in construction in town, so we're asking that he is released to pretrial services.
Él trabaja aquí en la ciudad de Tucson en construcción, entonces estamos solicitando que lo dejen salir en libertad bajo la agencia previos al juicio.
Thank you.
Gracias.
I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $2,500 cash secured. Pretrial if the bond is posted. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 18th at 1 PM in Justice Court in Green Valley. Standard release conditions will apply, including special condition, no alcohol, no drugs, don't drive without a valid license.
Thank you, Your Honor. El juez está indicando, lo va a dejar salir en libertad, pero va a poner una fianza de $2,500 en efectivo o garantizada. Cuando usted pague la fianza, va a estar bajo la supervisión de la agencia previos al juicio. Voy a fijar una audiencia preliminar para el 18 de noviembre a la 1 de la tarde en el Tribunal de la Justicia de Green Valley, Justice Court Green Valley. Las condiciones regulares regulares de libertad corresponden en su caso. No puede consumir o tener ninguna bebida alcohólica, no puede usar ningún tipo de drogas, ni puede manejar si no tiene una licencia válida para manejar.
Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor. Terminamos.
And Judge, which office did you appoint? I missed that.
The public defender.
Thank you.
Su abogada le preguntó a qué oficina usted nombró para que defendieran al acusado. Se me pasó. El juez indicó, nombré a la oficina del defensor público para que lo representen a usted.
And Judge, I believe that is our only Spanish speaker
Yeah, I
today.
was just about to ask the jail. Does the jail know if we have any other Spanish speakers today?
No, Judge,
All right, thank you to the interpreter.
no more.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's disconnecting.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Dwight Anderson?
Take seat.
You're here today because you're charged with burglary in the second degree, theft of means of transportation. You also have an out-of-county warrant, and you also have a new charge in the city of Tucson. Does the state have a position on Mr. Anderson's case?
Yes, Your Honor. Apologies. The state's recommending a $5,000 bond.
Okay, thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Anderson is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, a lower bond. He is self-employed. He works in remodeling. He's scheduled to work this week. He's lived in Tucson for over 20 years. He has confirmed housing. And he's also the primary caretaker of his mother. She's elderly and disabled, and he's the only one who can take care of her. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
All right, thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured. Set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 18th. Standard release conditions will apply, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the scene of the crime. Also appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Let's go on to his out-of-county warrant. He has a warrant from Benson. On that warrant from Benson, I'm going to release him, direct him to appear when he's released on all charges here. Lastly, let's go on to his charges in the city of Tucson. Sir, you have shoplifting, paraphernalia, driving on a suspended license charges in the city of Tucson. I'm going to set the matter for a video review on the 18th at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to set the bond at $100 in that matter. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you. If you are released prior to that date, you must appear on December the 8th at 2:30 p.m. in Tucson City Court. Standard release conditions will apply, including conditions of no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Don't have any contact with any victims. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
Crystal? Take seat, please.
Can I have your name, please?
Crystal Bonwell?
You're here today because you have a warrant out of Superior Court. You were supposed to appear in Superior Court in October. You failed to appear. Judge Conester issued a warrant for your arrest in the amount of $500. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Judge, the state's asking that you affirm the $500 amount on the warrant, given her failure to appear and acknowledgement that she was aware of the court date.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Bonwell is released to pretrial services or a substantially lower bond. She has no felony priors at 40. This is her only matter at 40 years old. She has long ties to Tucson. She does want to go into residential treatment. So we're asking that she's released to pretrial services and has one last opportunity to appear.
Thank you. I'm going to affirm the arraignment date of November the 14th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to affirm the bond amount of $500 cash secured. I am going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Ma'am, your next court date is the 14th. I've set your bond in the amount of $500, which was the amount the Superior Court requested. If you post that, you will be released, but you must appear in court on the 14th. If you don't post the bond, you'll remain in custody and be transported to that arraignment. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Jones, Mark.
Yeah.
Can I have your name, please?
Mark Jones.
You're here today charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state is okay with pretrial services if the court does not intend to hold him on anything else.
He doesn't have any holds. He does have, he scored 6 on everything, but if the state wishes to have him released, then I will follow your recommendation. And you're recommending steps for him, is that correct?
That is correct, Judge.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, I don't need to be heard if you're inclined to follow the state's recommendation.
Does he waive his time for a timely preliminary hearing?
Yes, Judge. We're not done yet. Still go wrong.
Sir, I'm going to release you at the request of the prosecutor.
Thank you, sir.
For a steps hearing, which is a diversion hearing, your lawyer will explain it to you. Complete the program. Your case is dismissed. Set your
All right.
preliminary hearing on December the 23rd at 1:30 p.m. with time waived. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. And I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. So good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, I'm sorry, I got a little muffled with the steps hearing. When is the steps hearing set for?
The 17th at 9 a.m.
Release.
Okay. So, it's like 4 to 6 hours usually.
Lopez, Brennan. Yeah.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Rene Ramiro Lopez Jr.
I'm Judge Hazel. Good morning. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance. You're here today first on a charge of criminal damage, and then you have charges out of the city of Tucson. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state has no objection to pretrial services release.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, I don't need to be heard if you're inclined to follow the state's recommendation.
Thank you. I'm going to release him on the felony criminal damage charge. Set the matter for a preliminary hearing on December the 1st. Release through pretrial services with pretrial service monitoring. Standard release conditions, including no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. I am appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent him in this matter. Let's go on to your Tucson City Court case now. You have a charge out of the city of Tucson of possession or use of marijuana. I am going to release you on that charge and give you a new court date of December the 9th at 9 a.m. You must appear in Tucson at that time or a warrant will issue for your arrest. The same standard release conditions that I went over earlier will apply in this case as well. So you are being released on all cases.
Thank you.
And Judge, is Mr. Lopez excused?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
I was just waiting for you.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Is it your first name Ruby or Ruby? I have it down here, Ruby. That's Ruby, or did you? Jason?
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Rudy Mahalka.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. I'm here to conduct your initial appearance. You're charged today with misconduct with weapons, possession of dangerous drugs, possession of drug paraphernalia. Does the state have a recommendation in this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $15,000 given the criminal history and the nature of the offense.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Mahalika is released to pretrial services or a substantially lower bond if you're not inclined to release him. These charges were identified by pretrial services as nonviolent. Based on the interim complaint, it looks like he was stopped because of an equipment malfunction on a bicycle, not because somebody complained about him or somebody was in danger from him. He has lifelong ties to Tucson. He works in restoration. He's scheduled to work this weekend. He lives with his daughter lives with him. She just had a baby 3 weeks ago. She can't work yet, so he's the sole provider for them. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the matter of preliminary hearing on November the 18th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $5,000 pretrial if the bond is posted. Standard release conditions will apply with further conditions, no firearms, no weapons. If he is released, he must surrender all weapons to law enforcement. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent him in all further proceedings. Sir, your new court date is November the 18th. If you post the bond, you will be released. Otherwise, you'll remain in custody until that date. You will have a public defender at all future hearings. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. So let's put it.
The passion speak.
Okay, thank you.
Brianna? Can I get your lady shirts? Thank you.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Brianna Marie Martinko.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today because you're charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. You also have a hold out of Superior Court for failure to appear at sentencing, which that judge will take care of. And you have a new charge of drug paraphernalia possession out of Justice or City Court. Does the state have a position on this new charge?
Judge, we are recommending a $500 bond with a steps court hearing given the hold.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're also asking for a low bond and a steps hearing, given that there is the,
Okay, I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the matter for a steps hearing on November the 17th at 9 a.m. A preliminary hearing on November the 18th at 1:30 p.m. That'll be a $500 cash secured bond pretrial if bond is posted. Standard release for conditions will apply. I am going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings in this matter. So you'll have court on the 17th and the 18th. The steps program allows you to get your case dismissed if you complete certain terms of the program.
Okay.
Let's go on to your Tucson City case. You have an open Tucson City case, possession of drug paraphernalia. Since you're in custody on other matters, I am going to release you on this case and set it for a non-transport review on the 25th of December at 9 a.m. I'm imposing standard release conditions. With the additional condition, I am appointing the Tucson City Public Defender to represent you in all further proceedings. So on Tucson, you are released. If you get released from custody, you need to go and see Tucson City Court, okay?
Okay.
Judge, just for clarity, the city court is set for the 25th. That's Christmas. Is the court in session that day?
No, I said I thought it on the 19th, I thought.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Judge.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
No, I mean Mata.
Hi, I'm Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with criminal damage, burglary, aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument.
Yes.
Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $10,000 given the nature of the offense.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Mata is released to pretrial services or a substantially lower bond. She was identified by pretrial as a level 1, which, as you know, is the lowest supervision need. She's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has confirmed housing with her mother.
All right.
And it appears that she has no criminal history.
Thank you. I'm going to set the preliminary hearing on November the 18th. I'm going to set a cash secured bond in the amount of $2,500. If bond is posted, released through pretrial services. Following other release conditions will be no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Pretrial service monitoring if released. No contact with any victims. Don't return to the incident location. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all proceedings. So your new court date is the 18th, ma'am. Your bond is $2,500. If you post it, you will be released, but you must appear in court, but you cannot have any contact with any victims. Good luck to you.
Yes.
Perez,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Jean Perez.
You're here today charged with aggravated shoplifting and organized retail theft. You also have charges out of the city of Tucson and a warrant out of the town of Oro Valley as well. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state has no objection to pretrial services release on the felony matter.
Okay, attorney for the defendant.
Judge, I don't need to be heard if you're inclined to release her on everything.
She's going to be held on her Oro Valley warrant.
Judge, given that inclination, we're asked that she's held on a nominal bond on the felony matter for time credit. She has no prior felonies. She's lived in Tucson for 3 years and she has housing. So we're asking for a $100 bond for time credit on the felony, given the explanation for release or to hold her on the misdemeanors.
I'm going to set a $100 bond on the felony matter and set the matter for a preliminary hearing on November 18th at 1:30 p.m. in Justice Court. Standard release conditions will apply. No alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. I'm going to direct, she have no contact with any victims, don't return to the incident location. And appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent her in all further proceedings. On the Oro Valley Town Court case, I am going to set the bond at $250, appoint Richard Glenn to be her lawyer, and give her a new court date of next Wednesday, November the 12th at 10:30 a.m. Let's move on now to the Tucson City case. She has a warrant out of the city of Tucson for failure to appear. In that matter, I'm going to set the matter for a video review on November the 18th at 1:45 p.m. If she is released by that time, she must appear on December the 3rd at 9 a.m. On the Tucson City case, I am going to set a bond in the amount of $100 and appoint the Tucson City Public Defender to represent her with standard release conditions. So ma'am, your total bond is, I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly, $450. And you'll have court on the 12th, the 7th, and the 18th. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Reyes. Reyes, Armando. Good to see you. Okay.
Sir, can I have your name, please?
Armando Reyes.
So you're charged with felony shoplifting and resisting arrest. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $7,500 given the probation matter.
Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Reyes is released to pretrial services. There is no probation hold. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He lives with his mother, and these charges were identified by pretrial services as nonviolent.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions in this matter. I'm going to set the bond at $2,500 cash secured with pretrial if bond is posted. I'm going to impose standard release conditions, including no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. Don't return to the scene of the crime and have no contact with any victims. I'm also appointing the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your new court date is the 18th. You post the bond, you'll be released and otherwise you'll be transported to court for your next hearing. Good luck to you, sir. Oh, thank you.
Reynosa. Reyes, go back at the.
Good morning. Can I have your name, please?
David Reynosa.
You're here today, I'm Judge Hazel, to conduct your initial appearances. You're here today charged with prohibited possession of a weapon and discharging a firearm within city limits. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $20,000 given the nature of the offense as well as the criminal history.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Reynosa is released to pretrial services or a substantially lower bond. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He lives with his grandparents and his family. He's a full-time student at the U of A. He is studying nutrition and human performance, and he also is employed at the student union at the U of A. So we're asking that he's released to pretrial services so that it doesn't interrupt his studies.
Thank you. I'm going to take the following actions. I'm going to set his preliminary hearing on November the 18th at 1:30 PM. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured if bond is posted supervision by pretrial services. I'm going to impose the following release conditions. Standard conditions: no alcohol, no drugs, no firearms. Additional condition: if he has any firearms, they must be surrendered to police if he is released. Lastly, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent him in all further proceedings. Sir, your next court date is November the 18th. Your bond has been set in the amount of $5,000. If you post it, you will be released, but you must appear in court and you must also surrender all firearms to law enforcement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Rios,
Hi, sir. Can I have your name, please?
Patrick Rios.
Sir, you're here today charged with interfering with a monitoring device or tampering with a monitoring device. You're also here on you're being held on a probation hold. Does the state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's requesting a no bond hearing.
Attorney for the defendant.
Judge, we're asking to set a no bond hearing.
All right, I'm going to set a no bond hearing on November the 13th at 2:30 PM in Superior Court. Appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant with standard release conditions. Further, I'm going to set the matter for a preliminary hearing on November 18th at 1:30 PM. So November the 13th at 2:30 PM for a no bond hearing, November the 18th for a preliminary hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
Eh,
Doug,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Right.
Hi, I'm Judge Payson. You're charged today with attempted armed robbery, kidnapping, aggravated assault with a dangerous victim. State have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state's recommending a bond of $15,000.
Thank you. Attorney for what?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Reg is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to substantially lower bond. He is fully employed. He works at the zoo as event staff. He's scheduled to work this weekend. He has no known prior felonies. He has ties to Tucson. His family and kids live here, and he has confirmed housing.
All right, thank you. I am going to take the following actions in this matter. I am going to set the matter for preliminary hearing on November the 18th. I'm going to set the bond at $5,000 cash secured. Pretrial if bond is posted. Standard release conditions will apply, including no firearms, no alcohol, no weapons. I'm going to order no contact with any victims and don't return to the incident location. Lastly, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Good luck to you, sir.
David,
Hi, can I have your name, please?
David Seeger.
I am Judge Hazel. You're here today charged with aggravated assault, dangerous instrument, and armed robbery. The state have a position on this matter?
Your Honor, the state recommends a bond of $15,000 in this matter.
Thank you. Attorney for the defendant?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Serger is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to lower bond. He is employed. He's scheduled to work this weekend. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson. He has confirmed housing and no felony priors. And Judge, also, he was identified by pretrial services as a level 1, which is the lowest supervision needs.
Thank you. I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary hearing on November the 18th at 1:30 PM. I'm going to set the cash secured bond in the amount of $5,000 if posted, released through pretrial services. Standard release conditions will apply, including no alcohol, no drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms, no contact with any victims, and don't return to the incident location. Lastly, I'm appointing the Office of Public Defender to represent the defendant in all further proceedings. Sir, your new court date is November the 18th. If you post the bond, you will be released, but you must appear in court and follow all release conditions. If not, you'll be transported to your preliminary hearing. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Is there anything further from the state this morning?
Or
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You have a good day. Thank you.